Hi, welcome back to another reading vlog. We are starting off right now in the future, technically, in this vlog, because this is when I was at Target shopping for copies of the Fourth Wing series. Yes, it seems blatantly obvious now. I was at Target, so I'm going to give you a little bit of that. Then we're going to go back to the past, and then we're going to go back to the present, and then the video should be back on track at some point. Enjoy! I've been wanting to buy the Fourth Wing, like, on its own, because I want to read a different book on my Kindle, and it's 30% off. But I don't know if I should get this one or if I should get the paperback. I like how the paperback feels, but I feel like it's so cool looking, the hardback. And it's buy one, get one 50% off, so I could buy the first and the second in the hardcover. I might not do it. I might come back after I see the first one and then buy it afterwards, but I don't know if I should get... Oh, I like this cover a little more, honestly. And not just because it's cheaper. That's so cool. Like, that's the hardback. It's dope. Here's the paperback. What can I say? Black is chic. I think I'm gonna do the paperback. Oh, the buy one, get one 50% off deal ends today. Or tomorrow. Ooh. Okay. Dadgummit. Okay, who wants a haul? I know I do. Okay, so you guys know those double-walled glasses I always use to drink my coffee or matcha in? I told myself that if they broke again, I would not buy them again, because I think the first time I bought them, they were being made well, then they got popular, then they started making them crappily. Well, one broke yesterday. I was cleaning the dishes and I was like, why does it look like there's water stuck inside? And I was kind of mindlessly doing it like, oh, I just didn't dump it out enough. And then I was like, it broke. I didn't hear it, but it broke. And I was like, that's it. I'm done with these. So I still have one, but I decided I needed to get replacements. So I looked online and they had some at Target for $3 and I got two different kinds. This one, I think the brand was like Pot Mock or Pot Mac. Anyways, these are... It says originally from Spain. I don't know if these were, it doesn't say, so I'm guessing the US, but I think these are gonna be great. I think this is 14 ounces and this is 19. I'm really excited to see what it looks like in here because I saw on a picture of what looked like to be a set, so I'm very excited. And then I got one of the smaller versions of the 19-ounce gray one to specifically make cold foam in. Yay! Now what we're all really here for, did she buy one book? Did she buy two books? I went back in the bag again. Does that answer the question? Okay, the deal was fantastic. This book ended up being, I think, $13.97, and this one like $12.96. Yes, I bought both. Yes, I bought both. Let me be exact with you because I can. Yes, dude. It was $12.69. $12.69. This $12.69. This $13.29. Yes, I was buying those. So I'm excited to start reading these on paperback because I want to read something else on my Kindle. It sounds crazy. Such a first world desire. Anyways, I'm very excited, and I also really like this cover. Yes. I'm gonna go finish running other errands, and then I'm probably gonna start these books later, but I have editing to do, podcast to record. I have things to do. So hopefully I can start it tonight before I want to start my other book. I'm very excited. Thanks for coming to my home. Bye besties. Bye baddies. Bye bays. Bye bestie buddy bays. Mwah. You guys, I have finished The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Tale. I don't know, the first and the second one. I will give a review for you guys later, but this is the most delectable looking coffee I think I have made in some minutes. I put salt in it and I got like a piece of Hey. I'm crying if you can't tell. The tears might have dried up, but I literally I got a book recommendation because I said I wanted some plot twists. Okay? And someone recommended to me The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I am on chapter 49. I literally just turned the page. And when I tell you, as soon as she started telling this story from the other perspective, I knew immediately what had transpired. And then when I turned the page to see that what I had predicted was indubitably correct, I dropped my Kindle. I kid you not. I was 54% of the way through the book this morning. Now I'm 75. And I can almost guarantee you I will not be getting up until I've finished reading this book. I can't. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is not happening. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wait. Okay. I have to pee. Okay? I'll be right back. What? Oh dear. Bruh, not me physically clutching my pearls. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait, that was the end of the book? What the fudge? There's 4 Housemaid books. What have I gotten myself into? Yo, this squirrel is here every day. This squirrel. Look at him. Or her. Homie, what are you doing? What are you doing? I've never seen them hang out like this. Dude. Gosh, I should have been telling myself when I was reacting what page I was on so I could put it on the screen. Because I had that, oh, bye. Oh, it's a girl. I've been telling myself what page I was on so that I could remember and put it on the screen, but I didn't. So now I can't. I gotta go, man. I think I read that book in 2 days. It was less than 72 hours. Less than 72 hours. Frick. Thank you for attending my drama class. Welcome back to the book vlog. Okay, so I'm on page 204 of Fourth Wing update. Just for anyone who's read it or decides to read it. The very last line before the paragraph breaks at the big A here, I turned my body into the bed before thinking and literally said to myself, he's literally in love with you, in response to that line. So. The squirrel. Oh, goodness. Making daily appearances now. I feel like it was more few and far between, but now I've seen her like every day. Anyways. Do you see that? What? Dude. Oh my gosh. What? I'm gonna read the extra chapters now. Oh my god. I have so many questions. Hi guys, this is the last segment of today's book video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm excited to talk about the books that I've read recently and what I'm currently reading. Kind of give you guys some ratings, my thoughts, and then just what I'm excited to keep reading. So let's get into it. Since I started my recent reading kick, I've read 6 books, and I'm currently in the beginning stages of 2 books, which I'm going to talk about. Most of those books were Vari McFarlane. Highly recommend, all 5 stars. I love Vari McFarlane because she writes literary fiction books, and I am someone who loves to be inside the brain of somebody else. I think she does a fantastic job of exemplifying character development and growth, specifically courage, personal courage to do what it is that you want to do, stick up for yourself, make a change in your life. And I feel like I am the person when I'm reading the books, and I love it. I also love how she uses the romance as a tool to help edify the greater message of personal investment in her stories. It's one of my favorite things. But I already talked a lot about Vari McFarlane, so let's get into the next 2 books I read, which I read on my Kindle, and as you've already seen, I read The Housemaid and A Housemaid's Secret. It was a book recommendation, and I wanted a thriller. I got a thriller. It had me on the tippity top of my toes. You would think I was literally on point. I had a great experience. I gave The Housemaid 4.25 stars. I gave The Housemaid's Secret 4 stars. I think within the series, because there's actually 2 more books, I don't know if I'm going to read the other 2 books. I gave as a note on the series, repetitive but impressively consistent. She is masterful at creating a puppet show that when the time is right, she pulls the curtain back and shows you what's been going on the whole time, and it's very entertaining. I was completely enthralled in the end of the book when things started to change, the plot twist started to come, and I loved it. I think the commentary about violence and domestic violence specifically in relationships is important. I don't know if this is what she's doing, using the violence as a means to an end from the other way around, but I don't know if it is something that I necessarily support message-wise, which is why I'm saying I don't know if that's what she's doing, or if it's just for entertainment purposes. I was very entertained, which is why both books got a 4.0, but I like for there to be some sort of constructive, progressive purpose to take away from the book other than just entertainment, like in everything that I read, so that's why it's not like up there 5 stars, but it was obviously I had a good time reading it. I ripped through those books in like 4 days. I think I was sucked in, but I don't know if I love all the violence part, you know. Lastly, what I just finished and then just started reading are 3 books, and 2 of those 3 books are a part of a series. I started the Fourth Wing series. I finished this book yesterday, October 29th, and I started it on October 24th. So I pretty much ripped through this too. It's like a 540 page book, and I started this book and decided to take a pause. I don't know why I didn't look up the spice stuff. I had heard quite a few people that display very evidently critical thinking skills when it comes to plot and character development, and I obviously don't know them like that, so I don't know what their great interests are, talk about this series. And so I was like, I'm just gonna see for myself. I did. You guys watched me buy it. Fourth Wing, this series, the military aspect of it, the war college, Bexaeth, where they're at, is very high stakes. The character development out of necessity, out of need, had me turning pages. It had me on edge. I was like with all the crazy things that were happening and the challenges and stuff like that. The romance it's something, okay? I wish I would have looked it up before I went to it, because I didn't know it was going to be like that. Now I do. Obviously, once I finished this book, I looked up like what is the general rating in these next couple of books. I'm definitely going to be skipping over most of those parts just because I'm not ever getting into a book to read it so that I can read about all of the intimacies of romance, like ever. Obviously, we know I'm trying to keep it holy over here in more ways than one, so obviously that was not part of the plan, but the high stakes of the war college and everything that's going on and how it's wrapped into her personal life, because she, our main character, Violet Sorrengail, is a general's daughter who was thrown into a position that she was not supposed to be thrown into, and is now coming to realize that the real world and real life in this real war means more than she thought it meant. And I love that part of the story. It's like a regular novel, I would say, in terms of the attachment level that I feel to the character, which kind of makes me sad because I love when I can feel what they're feeling. I don't feel like that with Violet. I do very much feel like I'm watching her life, which is fine because sometimes that's a cool perspective. I feel like it's good, honestly, because I was reading so many like that, to just take a step back. But nonetheless, I'm excited to read this book. I'm excited to take a break, and in between finishing this one and starting this one, which I already kind of did, I decided to read on my Kindle Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Sindre, which is also recommended by 2 of these book videos that I was watching. And I am on page, let me see, 79, the start of chapter 7, 24% of the way through. Love. I love it so far. It's definitely literary fiction type vibe, so no one's surprised. I mean, and by no one I mean me, because I like that kind of book. Yeah, I think do with this what you will, especially if you are walking with Christ. You have to know where you are, you have to know yourself, and that's part of the big reason I'm taking a break, because I didn't like do a little more research beforehand. I kind of just figured like, oh, it wouldn't be like that, and then I was like, okay, right. Like I said, I think romance has a time and a place and a vehicle, and I feel like we shouldn't know everything, even in a fictional world. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it, and I'm more romance interested in the kinds of things that are said about their person, about their character, that maybe are attached to a physical attribute or a common action or habit that they repeat, not so much in the cheats. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. Like, the Jesus part of it aside, even though that is what informs my perspective the most part, it's just not, I think, personable to know all that information. And then I also think like, how did you write that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when it's like that, I'm like, what were you, it's a lot of moral ambiguity for me there from that perspective, because I've always loved to write. So I'm always like, you know. So yeah, but I have to keep reading, because I need to know what happens to Violet. I need to know what happens. And so, yeah, that's it. I am very excited to continue reading. I wonder how many books I'm going to read by the end of the year. I am going to spend a good amount reading probably tomorrow and this weekend, Happiness for Beginners, because I am very impressed and attached to the way that Catherine Center is telling the story. So I'm excited to keep unfolding it, flipping pages. But that is it for my book video this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably be back with another one sometime later. Just read and read and read and read and then have more things for you. I don't have ratings right now for the first book in the Fourth Wing series, so in my next vlog I'll probably have ratings for both, hopefully. I just need to sit with it a little bit, and I think I'll have a better idea once I read both a little bit, you know, because in a series I don't ever think of it as just one book. I think of it as the entire thing because I know it's going to be more. And we're only on book 3. It's Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and then Onyx Storm. And I know that they're making it into a TV series, which is interesting because as soon as I started reading it, I was like, oh, this is going to be on TV. Like, I just knew, I get the American general vibe of desired television series or movies, and I was like, this definitely fits the mold. So that's interesting, but that's it. Okay, I'm really done yapping now. I love you guys. God loves you more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!